Welcome you all for the today's session. Today we are discussing the topic about evaluation of mobile networks. So these are the contents we are discussed today. Mobile network evaluation, different generations in mobile networks, 1G generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation and fifth generations. The evaluation of mobile networks. So from 1980s to today date, the generation of mobile networks are from 1G to 5G. So in these evaluations, we are consider a lot of techniques and evaluations are urged to produce best users. The best is varies from different things like speech quality, data speed and live conferencing. So today we see about what are the generation and what are the techniques and technologies are involved in the evaluation of mobile networks. So first we see about first generation. So first generation indicates that first generation of mobile telephone technologies. It is developed in 1980s and here we are using the signals as analog signals. And the technology followed in the first generation is frequency division multiple access. So what's meant by frequency division multiple access means the total available bandwidth is divided into different frequency bands and each band is allocating to the separate user. The speed of the first generation are 28 kilobits per second to 56 kilobits per second, and the challenges faced in the first generations are insufficient capacity, unreliable handoff and highly unsecure. So next one is second generation. The second generation is used for the wireless telephone technologies and it is developed in 1991, which is one of the most popular mobile technologies. And here the standard is involved in second generations are GSM, Global System for Mobile Communications. So on this 1G to 2G, here we are using digital signals instead of analog signals. And the technology followed in second generations are TDMA and CDMA. Sometimes we are using FDMA also. So what's meant by TDMA means the users allowed to the whole frequency band by dividing the signal into different time slots. The user can use the channel one after another in different pattern fashions. And next one is code division multiple access. This technique is in which each user is allocated a unique code which will be encrypted along the information sent. The whole frequency channel is available to the users for the whole time. So the data rate is varied from 50 kilobits per second to 250 kilobits per second. And here the standard is used in 2G network is Global System for Mobile Communications. And what are the advantages for 2G means its the main advantages are we can use digital signal so that we are having a facility to send this message, that is short message services are applicable only in the second generations. And it's having low power emissions so that the health and it's dealing with health concerns also. And improved privacy for this added advantage of another advantage for 2G technologies. And what are the disadvantages means? So the signal will not be sufficient to reach the cell tower. And if any signal is dropped out, so total network will be failed for that conditions. Next one is 2.5G. So 2.5G stands for second and a half generation for cellular wireless technologies. So it's a predecessor from 2G and successor from 3G. So it's mainly used for marketing purpose, and here the standard involved in 2.5G is International Telecommunication Unit, and it having a data rate up to 56 kilobits per to 115 kilobits per second, and it having services such as wireless application protocol, messaging services, internet mobile communication services and World Wide Web access. So it also supports the services such as WAP, MMS, SMS, mobile games and etc. And next we see about third generation. The third generation is developed from 1980s to ITU standard. So it can be available in 2000s. So it is first introduced in Japan in NTT Tomioka in 2011. So here the frequencies used for 3G technique is quite different from 2G technologies, and it quite more data rate as compared to 2G and 5G. The data rate varied from 2 megabits per second to 28 megabits per second. So 2 megabits per second is used for stationary, and 28 megabits per second is used for moving object. So, and the standard we are using here is technology include mobile TV, video conferencing, global positioning system, and many more. And the technology used for this 3G is wide CDMA. So that is wide code division multiple access. So in this we are having a unique code for each channel, so that only decoder knows only the code that can pick out the wanted signal, and the rest of the signal we can consider as noise. And what are the advantages of third generation means is a faster data connectivity, video streaming for smartphones, and live video conferences are possible. And the disadvantages are it's very costlier than 2G, and advanced hardware is required for installed, and the third gen is having a smartphone which is not available for all the people. So next one is 3.5G. So it's a third and half generations. So it provides the smooth evolutionary for UMTS based 3G networks. So the standard involved here is Universal Mobile Telecommunication Services. So one of the service involved in 3.5G is HSDPA, that is high speed downlink packet access services. So and then the data rate is followed here up to 8 to 10 megabits per second, and the implementations are includes adaptive modulation and coding, multiple input multiple output, hybrid automatic request, and fast delivery. So these are the some implementations involved. And next one is 4G. The standard involved in 4G network is LTE, long term evaluations. So here it's commercially launched on 2010. The technology speed is data rate up to 1 gigabits per second for stationary and 100 megabits per second for moving objects. So the technology used in 4G network is OFDMA. OFDMA means orthogonal frequency division multiple access. So this technology works by splitting the signal into multiple smaller subsections that can be transmitted simultaneously at different frequencies. LTE is the long-term evaluation. It's an emerging technology for high data speed, and it's referred to 3.9 gigabits per second, 3.9 generation or super 3G technologies. So LTE is developed by the standard of UMTS, that is Universal Mobile Telecommunication Systems. So the technique we can follow is orthogonal frequency division multiple access, and the data rate is up to 150 megabits per second. The advantages of 4G are very high speed, at most 10 times compared to 3G, and then 4G is basically high quality of audio and video streaming over the end-to-end internet protocol, and the high speed data rate and peak rates up to 1 gigabits per second, and it having a lesser peak time. And the disadvantages is lesser frequency bandwidth, and correcting technologies work efficiently, and the hardware is also very high. And these are the some comparisons about different generations are involved in mobile networks. First generation, it's established in the year of 1980, and the technology is used is AMPS, and the speed is 28 kilobits per second to 56 kilobits per second. So the next one is second generation. It's established in the year of 1991. The technology used is TDMA, and the speed is 50 kilobits per second to 80 kilobits per second. So next one is third generation. So third generation is established in the year of 1995, and the technology is used as HSCD and GSM and GPRS. The speed is 80 kilobits per second to 100 kilobits per second. The next one is 3G network. So that is developed in the year of 2001, and the technologies followed is UMTS and wideband CDMA, and the data speed is 384 kilobits per second to 28 megabits per second. And next one is last generation is fourth generation. So it's established in the year of 2011, and then technologies used as mobile WiMAX and LTE advanced, and the data rate is 100 megabits per second to 1 gigabits per second. So these are the some idea about evaluation of mobile networks up to fourth generation. So next session we see about fifth generation. Thank you.